The noise surrounding Manchester United continues to grow louder as they crawl towards the end of an unsatisfactory second season under Erik ten Hag. The Dutchman has described suggestions that all but 3 of United's players are available for transfer as a joke, but there is no doubt many of his Red Devils are playing for their Old Trafford futures ahead of Monday's trip to Crystal Palace. The reports that angered ten Hag suggested Rasmus Højlund, Alejandro Garnacho and Xabi Mainoo were the only players safe from a clear-out, with the performances of United's youngsters a bright spot in a turbulent campaign. United's hopes of UEFA Champions League qualification are officially over with 4 games to play. Last week's 1-1 draw with Burnley ensured 4th-placed Aston Villa were out of United's reach, then Borussia Dortmund's midweek victory over Paris Saint-Germain ended England's chances of getting a 5th spot in the competition, Germany joining Italy at the top of the UEFA coefficient rankings. With the likes of Newcastle United and Chelsea breathing down their necks, United have a fight on their hands to secure European football of any kind for next season. They were masters of their own downfall last time out, Andre Onana clattering Zeki Amdouni to concede a late penalty, which the Clarets forward converted to cancel out Antony's opener. United have now shipped 77 goals in 47 games across all competitions this season, their most in a single campaign since 1977-78-80. Their ratio of 1.64 goals conceded per game in 2023-24, meanwhile, is their worst since 1962-63 1.75. United were, once again, too easy to play through as Burnley fired off 16 shots at Old Trafford. Ten Hag's team have only faced fewer than 16 shots in one of their 14 league games in 2024, when 2 Bruno Fernandes goals rescued them in a 4-2 home win over Sheffield United. 10 shots faced. Fernandes, who has been liked with an exit in recent days, created 31 chances in all competitions throughout the month of April, 7 more than any other Premier League player. He laid on 9 chances against both Sheffield United and Burnley, becoming the first player on record to do so in back-to-back games in the competition, since 2003-04. However, United could be without their creative fulcrum in South London after Ten Hag revealed he is an injury doubt. Johnny Evans and Anthony Martial are back in training but may not make Monday's game, while Marcus Rashford is likely to miss out. Palace are among the form teams in the Premier League, taking 10 points from their last 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, to guarantee their safety in style. Jeffrey Schlupp's goal saw them fight back for a 1-1 draw at Fulham last week, while they have posted impressive wins over West Ham, 5-2, and Newcastle, 2-0, in their last 2 at Selhurst Park. The Eagles have won 3 of their 5 home Premier League games since Oliver Glasner took charge, 1 draw, 1 loss, as many victories as they managed in their first 12 home matches of 2023-24 under Roy Hodgson, 3 draws, 6 losses. Glasner's arrival has certainly been a boost for Jean-Philippe Mateta, who has scored in all 5 of his home Premier League games under the Austrian, 7 goals in total, having only scored in 5 of his previous 37 at Selhurst Park, 5 goals. The last player to net in his first 6 home games under a manager in the competition was Alan Shearer for Kevin Keegan in 1996-97 first 9. Mateta has a team-high 10 goal involvements at Selhurst Park this season, 8 goals, 2 assists, with Michael Olise second on that list with 8, 4 goals, 4 assists, despite only playing 485 minutes on the ground. In his last 8 home league starts, Olise has scored 4 goals and added 7 assists. Fellow creator Eberechi is doubtful with a knee problem, though Glasner has previously expressed hope that Marquis and Jefferson Lerma could be available to face the Red Devils. Joachim Andersen scored the only goal as Palace won September's return fixture at Old Trafford. The Eagles now have a chance to complete their first ever league double over United. United won 8 of their first 11 away Premier League games against Palace, drawing the other 3, but they have since gone 3 without victory against them on the road, 2 draws, 1 loss. Ten Hag's team have a poor record in the capital this term, suffering Premier League defeats at Tottenham, 2-0, Arsenal, 3-1, West Ham, 2-0, and Chelsea, 4-3. They have never lost 5 league matches in London within a single season before. United have also lost 8 of their last 14 away Premier League games in the month of May, 3 wins, 3 draws, with one of those defeats coming at Selhurst Park in 2022 in their final game under Ralf Rangnick. Palace have won 5 of their last 8 Premier League matches at Selhurst Park, 1 draw, 2 defeats, including each of their last 2. They last won 3 straight home games in the competition in October 2022. United, meanwhile, have lost just 3 of their 14 Premier League games in 2024, 6 wins, 5 draws, though they have only won one of their last 6, 4 draws, 1 loss, against Sheffield United last month. On the road, the Red Devils have both scored and conceded in each of their last 8 Premier League games. Only once have they had a longer such run in the competition, doing so in 9 straight matches between May and November 2001. United have not lost an away league game on a Monday since going down to Everton in August 2012, going unbeaten in 9 such matches since then, 5 wins, 4 draws. Oliver Glasner hasn't quite been able to get the same tune out of his Crystal Palace side in the way he was last season, but this could be the perfect place to start. Rebuilding does look to be on the agenda, following the loss of some key players in the summer, but Palace have plenty of attacking flair in their ranks too. They tend to raise their game against the bigger teams too, and they will want to rattle into United from the outset here. It was a huge penalty save from Andre Onana that inspired Manchester United to turn things around at Southampton last time out, and they will be hoping that as a catalyst moving forwards. The Red Devils haven't been at their best so far this season, and with 2 wins from 4 games played, addressing their inconsistencies will be the key thing for Erik ten Hag's side here. Palace away is never easy, and United will need to show resilience in this one. Both of these sides have endured tough starts to the season, and this feels like a big game. Palace have just 2 points from their opening 4 games and have not been as fluent and exciting as they usually are under Oliver Glasner. By the same token, 2 wins from 4 games is not the form Manchester United are looking for, and they need to show sustained improvement. This should be a good watch for the neutral, with United perhaps the most likely to pinch the points. Thanks to their recent form, which includes recent wins over Newcastle, West Ham, and Liverpool, Crystal Palace are favourites at home over the Red Devils, something you don't see too often. Palace are safe from relegation and have little to play for down the stretch, but that hasn't mattered as youngsters Eberechi Ez and Michael Olise continue to dazzle, with the former pushing for a spot in England's Euro 2024 squad. This Monday night match has the potential to get weird, and we're backing a stalemate in what could devolve into a chaotic and frenetic match, something which Manchester United fans have unfortunately become used to under Erik ten Hag of late. As kickoff moved closer, the betting market swung significantly in the direction of the hosts, as Man United ballooned to over 2-1 underdogs and Crystal Palace saw their moneyline odds dip nearly to even money. The Red Devils now know that Champions League qualification is mathematically impossible, with England not earning a 5th European spot for next season's premier competition, but Erik ten Hag's side are still in a promising position to qualify for the Europa League next term. However, after a 1-1 draw with Burnley last time out, confidence can't be too high. Crystal Palace are not the easiest opponents for Man United as they aim to get back on track, with Oliver Glasner having overseen some significant improvements since taking over from Roy Hodgson. The Eagles are unbeaten in their last 4 matches, including victories over Liverpool, West Ham United, and Newcastle. These 2 sides have already clashed twice this season, both coming at Old Trafford. The first saw Man United win 3-0 in the Carabao Cup in late September, but the London side got their revenge 4 days later with a 1-0 Premier League victory. Crystal Palace have been handed a double injury boost prior to Man United's visit, with Glasner confirming that both Marquis and Eberechi Ez should be fit and available for Monday's clash. The former has been missing since early February, while the latter sat out the 1-1 draw with Fulham last time out. However, the Eagles are still without a host of players, including long-term absentee Cheick Doucouré. Sam Johnston, Rob Holding and Mateus Franca should all miss out at Selhurst Park, while Jefferson Lerma is a significant injury doubt.